Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, Veronica.
Wow. Welcome.
Oh, welcome. Thank you. This is episode 86 of the NgoVo Convo podcast, where two stupids make a hype.
Right?
Yeah, that's right, because it's always hype.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
It's always
yeah.
hype. Especially for this one. It's always, gets hyper every episode. Because I'm one of your hosts, Harrison No, and I'm joined by Veronica Vo. She's right over there.
He's right over there.
This direction. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just, if you're on YouTube, you see where we're pointing. That's all that
we're
matters.
Pointing, yeah.
But if you're new here, we just want an excuse to talk about anything that ranges from anime to comics. Sorry, I was just thinking about that huge backlog we had to clear out, because that's the main point here.
Too much.
Too much.
Too much.
But some would say that we're conversing.
Wow, like NgoVo Convo, NgoVo Convo, like the logo on top of Harrison's head.
Yes.
Which is, I'm not gonna point. He'll point.
Thanks, Veronica. Thanks for cleaning that up. Because you can watch every episode on youtube.com. I can't talk today. Oh my god.
Wow.
Or listen to it as a podcast by searching up NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice.
We're everywhere. 10 different platforms.
10 plus.
10 plus.
All of them.
All of them.
But in this episode, Veronica, we're going to be talking about BOCCHI the Rock.
No, you gotta scream it out.
No, please don't. It's all in caps, and my voice is being weird. Please don't do that to me.
Yeah, okay.
BOCCHI the Rock! But, yeah, we're going to be talking about BOCCHI the Rock. If you haven't finished the series, it's only got one season right now, 12 episodes, really quick, on Crunchyroll. That's how I watched it, at least. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but for sure, Crunchyroll.
It's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah. But come back in like a day or so. Less than a day. It won't take that long, honestly, if you're just binging.
A weekend.
Yeah, weekend.
Potentially.
But, yeah, give that a watch. 12 episodes, not too bad. And then come back. Give us this video log. Save it somehow. Keep it in a different tab.
Keep us on another tab,
Yeah, do what you
the
need to do.
Yeah.
Just give that a watch. But we'll go into non-spoiler dots for a bit. But before that, we're actually sponsored by Anchor. But we'll get into that later.
Wow.
But now,
he was captain, just all spontaneous.
Yeah, it's great. It's always fun.
Oh, it's great.
It's fun when it's always hype. Too much hype. But speaking of hype, Veronica.
Yes.
What you think of BOCCHI the Rock? Because you're the one that got me into it.
Actually, your brother was the one that got me into it. It's just like a train of like people watching in our group.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was going to get myself into.
Yeah.
Because I saw the poster and it's just like for like high schoolers. They're in a band. Yeah. Basically, that's what the
high school girls
is.
That play instruments, according to the poster. Yes.
Yeah, and so I was like, BOCCHI. I didn't even read the description. I clicked on episode 1,
and you just went in.
And I just went in.
Dang, all right.
And I was like, wow. This is like such a funny series.
Yes.
And I truly was not expecting it to be this funny, to be this memeable, and just so relatable. I think that was like the best part.
Yeah.
It was like BOCCHI was being very relatable.
Yeah. With all that anxiety.
The social anxiety was what really got to me. Yeah. I don't have it, but I could understand.
I can understand where it's coming from. Like, it's not like I don't have those thoughts, intrusive thoughts.
Yeah,
where I was like,
but it's just like hers was like to the extreme.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea what to expect. I had some more expectation in that I knew. I've seen because you guys would just send those GIFs like endlessly, right? I see all those GIFs and all that, and I was like, okay, I have an idea that it's kind of out there, but watching it, so me and my wife treated it as our dinner show, like every night. We just watch an episode too, so we had a lot of fun watching it. I thought it was hilarious. And
it was so funny.
At first I was like, ooh, this is like some crippling social anxiety. I don't know how, this is kind of crazy. But it starts growing on you. You start understanding how Goto is. And it's just really funny seeing her interactions with all the other people.
Basically everyone.
All the bandmates.
Even her family members and the bandmates.
So good.
Strangers.
Yeah. So I thought it's just such a joy to watch. I was like, damn, this is really funny. because
so cute.
At one point my anime list showed that it was like top show to watch
in the fall. This past fall.
I was like, dang.
She beat out Bleach. She beat out Chainsaw Man. She beat out My Hero. Like as top. She was top 2 for weeks.
Yes. And I was like, okay, I have to watch this. I had to give this a shot. I can't just not, right? So.
And you know what the funny part is? Everyone was shitting on it. They were like, Chainsaw Man, but Bleach.
No. Okay. I'm gonna be frank. I had more fun, and my wife felt the same. We had more fun watching this than Chainsaw Man. I think
agree.
Chainsaw Man was overhyped. We talked about it.
We have not done a review, have we?
Have we? I don't know now. I was about to reference it, but I was like, oh no. I don't know if we did.
We might have to record one.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
I thought we did, but...
I don't know. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out.
It's fine. I just thought I had more fun watching this than like Chainsaw Man for sure. And I can see how it's the highlight because it's different, right? It's easy to get into. Mm-hmm. It's nothing too crazy. I think it's just fun. It's the same idea with Spy Family. It's fun. But it's also
slice of life.
It's a slice of life, and it's easily you can understand the show pretty well. You don't have to know too much. You don't have to like be into a certain thing.
You don't have to you can
you just get to see how fun how these girls act, all their personalities, how they mesh. It's just fun. All good fun.
How they're linked to each other. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I liked it a lot. I think I liked Chainsaw Man, but I liked BOCCHI more. Because I watched both weekly.
Yep.
But I think I agree with you. I had a lot more fun with BOCCHI. But I think Chainsaw Man gave me that bloody kind of like action vibe that I really needed. On top of Bleach.
Yeah. I was gonna say on top of Bleach, and it just fills the void that Attack on Titan takes. Yeah, I get you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How long did it take?
Not
Anyway. Did you add anything else? Because I feel like anything else I say was probably going to be in spoiler territory.
Yeah. No, it's just fun.
Actually, one big thing is they pull out memes so funny. Like, it's so funny how they do references.
It's great.
And it's amazing. That's the one big thing I think I had more fun with. I think this is one of the reasons why I had so much more fun. And it's not just animation, but there's certain things that happen where it just goes balls to the walls, and it's just they start using like real life like clips of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think
or thoughts even. Her thoughts are
just
so funny.
That's why I
great.
think I had so much fun with this. It's not like I was looking for it. It's just when it happens, this is hilarious. But otherwise,
and you don't even expect it.
No.
It's the great part.
But it's like always like her thought process is out of left field sometimes, and I'm like, what's happening? Why?
What's going on?
So,
that's all
I just wanted to add that because that was non-spoilery, but I think that was the big pull with this show.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
It's relatively relatable too.
So relatable.
All right, let's just skip this. Let's go on to the next. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But before that, because we're not going to skip this part, we're going to take a quick break to talk about our sponsors.
On today's episode, we are sponsored by Anchor. It is a free podcast hosting service that we actually use. We've been using Anchor since we've started the podcast. It's because there are creation tools that allow us to record and edit the podcast right from our phones and computers. A huge plus for us is that Anchor would distribute our podcast to all platforms such as Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, and many more. It really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one spot. Please download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, anchor.fm to get started.
And we're back. Don't you like this chaotic energy?
I was like, water break maybe?
No, we're skipping the water.
I was like, skipping the water. All the water break.
Okay, so I guess just to start off, there's 4 bandmates, right? It's like Tori Goto, Ryo, Yamada, Ikuyo Kida, and then I can never say her name. This is the blonde one. Nijika.
Nijika something, right?
Ichi. Yeah, I'm bad with her. Hers is like the one I was like, damn, I can never get it.
I know.
I just remember her as blonde girl. And then there's some other characters.
That's how we're gonna reference.
Yeah, but Did you have a favorite out of all of them?
I liked Kita a lot, the redhead.
The redhead?
Yeah.
So bubbly.
She was so bubbly, like sunshiny, obsessed with one bandmate, really.
Rio, the blue-haired girl?
Yeah, Rio, the blue-haired girl. But I think she really helped like BOCCHI get out of her shell.
Yeah.
Obviously. I think she was just my favorite. She was so they were all cute, but I think I just related more to Kita.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you have a favorite bandmate?
I think Rio was the funniest one. I think I always look forward to like what she did, and it's just super hilarious.
You mean when she wouldn't pay her bandmates
she would just
back?
mooch off of everyone?
Yeah.
But when she used to give some like wild ass excuse of like certain things of like why she doesn't do it or da, da, da. It's so funny.
I love it when she's like, "Oh, but I was sleeping."
But I was sleeping. Tired from all this not having this food, but she's rich, but she spends all her money on like certain things so fast, and she's like, oh,
or like a base that she really wants. Oh,
yeah. But otherwise, I think I like them all. Although otherwise, I think the entire band is just funny to watch, right?
Oh yeah, their dynamic was so funny, especially when it was like around BOCCHI. But it was just like so chaotic at the same time.
Yeah. And the one thing I loved, and I just want to bring it up first because by the beginning to end, there is growth for BOCCHI. But then there is not.
Yes. 100%.
Because they are also in the same boat. The rest of the bandmates are also in the same boat. They're like, I thought she was getting better. I guess not. But it's okay.
No, she's not. Yeah. Yeah.
But she is technically getting better. She's willing to perform and all that stuff by the end, so I think that's good.
You know what's really funny was that she was scared of performing, but she had a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because she was Guitar Hero Girl or something on YouTube, and she was like super popular. Like people would reference back to her.
They all did, and it's funny because like you can tell like some people, like some of the band or even the manager. Manager. I think she's honestly, outside of the bandmates, I think she was my favorite character, just to see.
Yeah.
But I think it's just funny.
Outside of the bandmates, I like the drunk bassist girl.
Oh, she's good too.
She's good. Yeah.
I like their dynamic too, but we'll get into that.
It was great. Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I liked how like she would be afraid to like perform, but ironically,
she could perform, but just on like an
anonymous
YouTube, the Mango Box or whatever it was called.
That was a shtick.
Okay, so you were talking about earlier about how they reference back to like certain memes and stuff. In the very first episode, they did an end credit in the middle of the episode, and I was just like, oh no,
straight up end credit.
Like straight up like an end, like a quick flip of like end credits, because she had so much anxiety, it was like crippling, that she just like the end credits just started rolling.
It's like hold on.
Yeah, and then like the blonde girl was like, wait, hold on, it's not done yet. We're not done yet.
we're okay. Like no, you don't have to stop that. No, it's okay. Yeah. See,
that tricked me. I was like, what? Really? What?
No, I knew they weren't going to. Oh, that's train. My side, not yours. I was not expecting. Damn, train, chill. Wow. I didn't expect it though, but I didn't think that they would just end it. I was like, that's such a good bit.
But it was it was unexpected, and I was like, wait, what's going on? Why are we stopping?
I love when shows are like this willing to break the fourth wall in a sense.
Yeah, especially in anime.
Which is and I think one of my favorite ones was like, this is later down in the season, but she like dies from something, but it was the Yamcha meme, and she was like in the ground in the explosion area. I was like, this is beautiful, and I'm like, this is really sidebar. This is really shows that Japan really just goes all in on the Yamcha meme. That when he dies,
they understand it.
Yeah,
and they just pulled it in. Oh my gosh. All her facial expressions too, they are so funny.
So memeable.
and memeable, and the gifs that come out of it are beautiful.
You and my brother in our group chat used it
But I love
religiously.
it. But they're so good. They're so good.
Man, I love the show so much. But do you have a favorite part?
I do. So when BOCCHI was meeting the drunk bassist, she's kind of going through it in this episode, like the dilemma of like having to speak to strangers to like sell tickets. Yeah. I thought it was just like so funny because I forget what the drunk bass girl's name is, but like she's polar
Curry?
opposite.
Yeah.
Of BOCCHI, like completely. Like she can play in front of people perfectly fine. They had like an impromptu
concert.
Yeah, in public. But I thought she just taught BOCCHI like this lesson of like, you don't have to be afraid to, play in front of people. Like they're just normal people walking by. Like it's okay if they pass by you, then that's on them.
Yep.
Really. I thought that was really cute. The other one, I think my second favorite has to tie, was when BOCCHI invited her friends over to her house.
That was my favorite.
That was
my
your favorite
episode, just to see the entire dynamic. And it reminds me of like how things would happen in high school. Of like inviting your friends over and sometimes like your parents doing some crazy stuff. But it's even crazier
just, like,
because
embarrassing you. Yeah.
But they were super embarrassing in that like they've never got the experience that with like Goto or like BOCCHI, and it's just really funny. I was like, damn, this is
oh my god,
so good,
so funny. And I loved her room. She had to hide a lot of stuff.
She had to hide so much, which I was like, I kind of vibe with that because sometimes if you're inviting people for the first time, you kind of clean up a little bit.
Yeah, she cleaned up a lot.
Yeah, she cleaned up a lot. So
a whole lot. But at least the girls, they didn't. The nice thing about it was that they didn't make fun of her.
No.
They're like, oh, it's like normal. This is like her normal.
It was normal to them, but it was also like, like they just kind of, over time, it was fun to see that they knew how to deal with her. I think that was the big thing. They're like, oh, she's doing it again. She's doing this thing again. We'll just let it sit out. But they would still like bring even like just doing photos or just bringing her around. I think to like the beach, for instance.
Oh yeah, the beach. Yeah.
Like she was just out of it, right? And then they just dragged her around. They dragged her all the way, but she rode on the train and all that.
Yeah, she did it. She got out of her comfort zone.
Yeah, it was funny. I love the dynamic between the older bassist and the manager. How they knew each other. Oh my
god, how they knew each other? That surprised me like a lot. I don't know why, because I knew they would be around the same age. So I was like, oh.
They just kind of they just kind of showed
they knew each other from college, I think, right?
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. But
the manager was a good big sister.
I was trying to remember how it happened, but essentially she was a part of the band and she essentially gave up doing it, right? To then take care of her, the little sister, the blonde. I mean, they're both
because she's managing like a club.
Yeah. But it's like their club, so that's why Nijika wants to make a really good band. And I was like, oh, feels
so cute,
so cute.
So cute.
But I'm trying to think.
What did you think about the last episode?
Yeah, I was like, I was gonna talk about the before that. Was it the festival? Yeah, the festival. The festival itself. I just thought it was fun to see how they would like. The maid cafe thing was the funniest thing to me, where
because BOCCHI is never out of her sweats.
No. Oh, speaking of that, just seeing like how like they would put her in different outfits, and then they all freaked out and they're like, oh my god, she's so adorable.
She's
cute. She's like, but it's not my thing, and like cringes and dies on the inside, which is so funny because I was like, damn, it's adorable to see her in those outfits. Oh well, she is like, fuck this.
She's like back in her sweats.
Back in her sweats because no one's. I was like, yep, you don't see her outside the sweats.
No.
But her crippling anxiety, no one would notice.
No one noticed, really.
No one
Especially, oh god, they all like were like fans of her maid outfit.
Yeah.
Me too. She was so cute.
Oh, and I loved how the two macho guys coming in, they're trying to be all cool, but she scared them so bad by not doing anything.
By just banging herself.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, damn.
How'd she get two meatheads to just go away?
No, they went in, but they were like behaving themselves.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, the last one, I actually didn't, I don't know why, I didn't expect them to do, or I didn't know how big of a show they were going to do, because they already performed in the club at one point.
Yeah.
Trying to show like, oh, people would take interest and all that, right? And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool how they added the issue with the guitar string.
Yeah. Yes.
Because
that would have been a panic mode for me.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I've had that happen before, and I'm like, oh god. Now you gotta skip over that string, and you're like, haha, this is not
I'm
great.
making this work. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh. No, yeah, and I thought it was good. It was really good to see, because throughout the show, you got to see how people grew, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think
and
had
everyone did.
Everyone did. Who do you think had the, besides BOCCHI? Because I think obviously BOCCHI would have it, but I think everyone else had it. I think, who had the biggest growth to you besides BOCCHI?
I think Kita had
right?
one. Yeah. Because she was basically a singer, but she wanted to be like a guitarist, but she wasn't really good at being a guitarist either.
Yeah.
So I think she had the bigger growth, and also like less stalkery to.
I think she like learned.
Bandmate.
I think she learned about the difference.
Yeah, being friendly and then like extra friendly.
Yeah.
But I think Kita had the biggest one for sure.
Yeah, I could.
Besides BOCCHI,
actually, because I thought about it
obviously.
more. Like they all grew. Like for instance, like Nijika got used to like having some more confidence.
Yeah, in
but it
the
wasn't
band.
Like, but in the band, right? But and then Rio, I think Rio is just funny. I think she's there like.
I don't think she just stayed her sleepy self, really.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, actually, I think it's about the same. So.
It's about the same.
But overall, it was fun. Like I think it was
great.
It was
I
fun to
enjoyed it
watch.
so much.
Like there's just so much little things that happen, right? That just I think just scenarios that like we mentioned with the May Cafe. On top of it, it's a lot of little stuff that you just notice and you just think it's funny over time. But I think the one down to earth and like super deep part was probably when the bassist explained how she dealt with her confidence.
Her confidence,
What was it again? Was it just drinking? Or is it?
It was just drinking alcohol.
Okay.
She's like, I gotta drink before I play. And I was like, oh my god, don't tell a minor that.
I know. I mean, at least she's aware. It was funny.
Yeah.
Because BOCCHI was like, I'm too young to drink. Oh, it's okay. But like, it would bring the idea of like, oh, how BOCCHI would then have these crazy outlandish things again, like we said. Thought about what would happen if she drank.
The different scenarios that goes through her head. And I think the one intrusive thought that got to BOCCHI was the very last episode. I feel like you know where this is going, but they had the concert and she had this intrusive thought like, what happens if I just jump like my sensei into the crowd? And so she does it and no one catches her.
No one catches her. I was like, oh no. Because she's now she's gone to the the nurse office.
Nurse office.
Twice.
And she's hurt, and I was like, wow, no one catches you. They're all just staring at her.
Yeah.
Her crippling anxiety was getting to her again.
I was like, oh no. Pain. It was fun though.
It was fun.
All I can say is like there's so many things, but I think at the end of the day, I think it was a really fun watch. Top tier anime from the season. And
oh yeah.
Do we know there's a season 2? Or there's gonna be more?
I think so, but the manga, since I think it's like a slower pace manga.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna wait it out for a bit.
Okay.
There's no announcement for season 2 or anything.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. But
yeah, Bocchi the Rock is great.
so good. Fantastic.
So good.
Got anything else?
No. This is also on my anime list. It's rated like at a 9 something, 8.9 like something. Yeah. It's great.
It's highly rated,
great.
and I can see why. It's very easy to get into, like we said, and I think it's just all in good fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And now our backlog that's cleared out.
It's cleared out. Easy.
Easy.
Well, if you don't have anything else, I'm just gonna close it out.
Yes,
cool.
Go ahead.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook at NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button and notification bell to get updates for when we upload. But mainly subscribe. Big red button right below Veronica.
Me.
And ignore the train. But yeah, just let us know how we're doing, what you want to see next, what you want us to read, watch, play, I don't know, all that stuff.
Everything?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just let us know how we're doing.
Yeah.
Big thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, bye.
Bye.
Damn train.